First things first. Slaying an enderman will drop an ender pearl, and killing a blaze will drop a blaze rod. Turn the blaze rod into blaze powder, and combine the powder with an ender pearl to make an eye of ender. Follow a thrown eye of ender to locate the portal, and fill in the missing slots with eyes to complete the portal. You are now able to jump into the end dimension and fight the dragon. If you want to be super prepared for the fight, there are a few things you could bring with you to make it much easier. A full set of diamond or netherite armor enchanted with protection 4 will prevent you from being bursted down by an enderman you look at, or any of the dragon's attacks. Feather falling 4 on your boots will reduce your chance of splatting on the ground if you happen to be knocked up by the dragon. As for potions to bring, slow falling will completely prevent you from dying of fall damage, and strength will allow you to kill the dragon faster when attacking in close range. Potions of slow falling are brewed with a phantom membrane, dropped from a phantom during the night. Potions of strength are brewed with blaze powder instead, which you already know how to get. I recommend using redstone on the slow falling potion to increase its duration, and glowstone on the strength potion to increase its potency. As far as food goes, cooked meat is the most practical to bring, as well as a few golden apples in case of an emergency. If you want to be even more prepared, you could also bring a totem of undying with you, which is a guaranteed drop from killing an evoker found in a woodland mansion or village raid. For weapons, all you really need is a sword and a bow. A diamond or netherite sword enchanted with sharpness 5 will do the most damage over time in close range. A bow enchanted with power 5 is perfect for long range. A shield may also come in handy if you accidentally look at an enderman and want to block more damage. Alternatively, you could wear a pumpkin on your head to prevent an enderman attacking you if you look at them. However, I don't recommend this as it blocks a lot of your vision. One last important item to bring is a bucket of water. Water can protect you from endermen, help you scale an end pillar, and prevent a far fall if timed correctly. Also, don't forget the basics like a few stacks of blocks and a pickaxe. Once you've prepared for the fight, you're ready to jump into the end and begin. Go through the portal, get to the main island, and the fight can begin. A quick tip for dealing with the endermen is to keep your crosshair above or below their line of sight, so you don't accidentally aggro one. If you happen to look at one, kill it quickly before it kills you. A common trick is to build a 2-block tall covering as protection, since endermen are 3 blocks tall and won't be able to fit as you easily take them down. Another thing you must be aware of during the fight is the dragon's breath. When you hear this sound, that means the dragon launched a fireball at you. When it hits, it creates a medium-sized zone that will damage you over time. One tip is that when you hear or see a fireball, just keep running and you will easily avoid it. Now that you know how to deal with the environment, it's time for the first phase of the fight. Phase 1 is all about breaking the end crystals at the top of each pillar. These crystals regenerate the dragon's health, so it's vital to destroy them all. For the pillars that have exposed crystals, simply aim your bow and break them one by one. It's worth noting that you could use snowballs instead of arrows, but it's more difficult and takes more inventory space, so I don't recommend this. For the cage crystals, you could actually shoot them through the corners at the right angle, but if you're low on arrows or it's too difficult to hit, you'll have to break them by hand. Tower up the side of the pillar using blocks until you reach the top, then simply break the crystal with your hand. These crystals could do a lot of damage if you're too close, so make sure you have a few blocks in front of you when breaking them. Breaking all the crystals will lead to phase 2 of the fight. During phase 2, you could damage the dragon and it won't regenerate HP, since all the crystals are now destroyed. While the dragon is flying around, you could shoot it with your bow to whittle it down, but the best way to damage it is when it perches in the middle of the island. You'll now be able to hit it with your sword and really begin to knock its health bar down. While the dragon is perched, make sure to avoid its head. It will breathe fire and will also be able to knock you into the air. Make sure to have your water and slow falling potion on your hotbar. This way, you could save yourself from a deadly fall. The safest way to damage a dragon is to hit its tail while perched. It will stay there a while so you can get some good hits on it while it's there. You do deal more damage to the head of the dragon, but this could be risky since you might get launched into the air. This phase is really simple, but it's good to be patient and save yourself from possible death. One last thing I wanted to mention is an advanced way to kill the dragon. When trying to sleep in the end, beds blow up. This explosion does heavy damage and can be used to kill the ender dragon. This method is used by speedrunners and will allow you to kill the dragon quickly without needing to even break any end crystals. When you see the dragon begin to perch, get inside the end portal and place a block so that you are standing next to 2 tall bedrock. Jump up to place a bed on top of the bedrock, and wait for the dragon to spiral down towards you. When it gets close enough, right-click the bed when the head is over the pillow. Repeat this process until the dragon is killed. One trick that you see me using is the pick block feature in Minecraft. By default, if you press the middle mouse button while hovering over a block, That item will be placed in your hotbar if it's in your inventory. My inventory has 20 beds in it to be safe, and I use the pick block key so I don't have to open my inventory and slow down. With enough practice and good timing, you could actually do this with only 4 beds. This bed method could be a bit technical, but I wanted to share a simplified version for you so you could practice it yourself if you'd like. Grab the dragon egg by right-clicking it to make it teleport, and then having it fall on a torch like this to grab it. Then flex to all your friends to make them jealous. Peace.